Hi, and welcome to the second 5-element breathwork practice. We're working with the element of water. So for this practice, I'm going to offer it to you today, kneeling over a bolster. So if you don't happen to have a nice firm, this one's quite firm. If you don't have something like that, you could prop up even just a couple of cushions on your lounge. And it really depends on how comfortable you are through the knees, as to how high up and the hips. So make sure that you feel nice and comfortable. If kneeling isn't right for you, you can most certainly do this practice sitting on a chair. The practices that we're going to do for the water element are some alternate nostril breath. Many of you might have done that in a yoga class before. And we're also going to do ocean breath. So both of those practices can be easily done sitting on the bottom, either on the floor or on a chair. So please make sure you feel comfortable. All right, so I'm going to kneel. So welcome and tuning into the element of water. Now, the element of water, again, like the element of earth, it's to do with our survival in the world that we live in. Earth and water both share the energy flow that's downward. They have a very, very grounding, stabilizing. So even the water element, if you think of water, flows downwards because of its weight. So it's still quite heavy. However, having said that, unlike earth, which is the most dense form, water, we now have change. We have the changing state of water. And this is where we move from sort of the stillness of the earth element into the polarity of our experience here on earth. So when we talk about polarity, I want you to first think of water as a natural sort of resource, what it is, and its changing state. So we've got water that comes out of the tap in its flowing form. It's very tangible. We can obviously drink water in this state, but we've also got water that becomes frozen, like rock solid frozen. We've got like snowflakes and snow itself, and slushies. And then we've also got the other side, which is steam, boiling the kettle, facial steam, the heat that comes off the ground after a sun shower, when we see that steam coming up, mist. Okay, so you can see now that we enter into this realm of like this quite a vast array of experiences with water. Now, within our body, we all know that we're made up of like somewhere, 70 or 80% water. Okay. Water is the way that energy is kind of conducted through our body. However, the water itself doesn't do that. It has to have certain minerals present. But as such, when we're working with the element of water, it's very much connected to our aliveness, our sense of vitality. I also invite in here, and because it correlates to the sacral energy center, we now move from the base energy center, and earth is very, very, it's the masculine energy, structure and form, stable, secure, and we now move into this beautiful divine feminine energy. It's also with the symbolism, the number 6 represents the sacral energy center, which correlates with the energy of the water element, and this is to do with the cycles of life, which again is very feminine by nature. So when we move into the element of water, we're very much exploring our own sense of our capacity to receive life's pleasures, to take in its beauty, its abundance, and how do we feel that, and does that convert into aliveness in our body. Many of us have blocks in place that don't allow us. We feel rigid. We don't give ourselves permission to receive. So we're going to do 2 practices. One is very, very much, okay, before I go there, the 2 practices. So that's when we recognize that we are rigid. Okay, so when we're a little bit stuck, this is our element of water needs to become more flowing. So that's the one side of it. But there's also the other side where sometimes we might be a bit too ungrounded, and we might be a little bit too I don't know, quite can't think of the word, but we might need to exercise more containment. So this could be that sometimes we don't have good boundaries in place, and we perhaps we overgive, or we just overdo it in some way, in some aspect of our life. So you can see how we've got this full spectrum of experience in life, and we can see we've got this polarity. So alternate nostril breath is one practice that we can do to really bring about balance. It is a practice that we do just through the nose, and the element of water, in fact, is breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. So we're going to do that though with the second practice, which is the ocean breath, and that's going to invite a lovely sense of flow. Let's first start with our alternate nostril breath though. This is when we need to sort of reel in and balance and align. So let's bring awareness to the breath in the belly and just begin like we did in our earth breath practice, just bringing an awareness into the body, into the breath at the belly, expanding and contracting. And we're going to breathe in and out through the nose here. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. And just focusing on the belly first and contracting. Breathing in and exhale. You can even move it into a little bit of a structural breath where we breathe into the belly, up into the chest, exhale. So it becomes a little bit wave-like, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. All right, so now we've warmed. Let's actually do a little bit of a nice cyclic movement, just to loosen up any tension in the body when we're working with the breath. If we exercise those respiratory muscles a little bit, it also helps to open up a bit of space for the breath. So just making some nice circles, maybe some little hip, pelvic circles, change directions. Loosening up around the lower back, the hips, but also for the shoulders. You might even like to take the hands up and down. Good. All right. So, alternate nostril breath. Let's place a hand on, or actually just both hands on the belly, and bringing awareness into the breath at the belly. It's a little exhale. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Good. All right. So let's bring our right hand and bring it up to our nostril. And you're going to place your right thumb just on your right nostril. And it's going to be just below the bridge of your nose. And just the other 2 fingers, the index and the middle finger, will be sort of placed in towards your palm of your hand, and the ring finger sits just on the left side of the nostril, and we're just below the bridge of the nose. So take a little exhale breath again into the belly, and then blocking with the ring finger on the left side of the nose, blocking there. Take a breath in through the right nostril. And then squeeze pinch the nose, and then remove the ring finger and exhale through the left side. So now we're blocking the right side. Good. Keep the fingers there. Take a breath in. And then switch, little pinch of the nostrils, and then release the thumb, exhale. Good. And again, keep the thumb there, breathing in. Switch, a little pinch of both sides, and then exhale through the left. And again, breathing in through the left, breathing into the belly. Switching, little pause, exhale through the right, releasing the thumb there. Tummy comes back to the spine as we exhale through the nose. Good, breathing in again. Switching sides, little acknowledge that slight pause, and then exhale. Inhale through left. Switch and exhale through the right. Let's do 5 more rounds, and I'm going to count you through to the count of 4. So breathing in through the right, 2, 3, 4, and switch. Exhale left, 2, 3, 4. Little pause, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and switch. Exhale through the right, 2, 3, 4. Take a breath in, 2, 3, 4, and switch. And exhale through the left, 2, 3, 4. Little pause, breathing in through the left, 2, 3, 4. Switch and exhale through the right, 2, 3, 4. Little pause, breathing in, third round, 2, 3, 4, and switch. Exhale through the left, 2, 3, 4. Feeling that tummy coming back to the spine. Little pause, breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Nice full belly switch, and exhale through the right, 2, 3, 4. So nice steady movement with the belly coming in and out with the breath. Fourth round, breathing in through the right, 2, 3, 4, and exhale through the left, 2, 3, 4. Little pause, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and switch. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Final round, breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Switch. Exhale through the left, 2, 3, 4. Little pause, breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Switch. Exhaling for 4 counts, completing the practice, 2, 3, 4. So just allow the hands to rest on the lap, relax the shoulders, let the breath come back to a natural rhythm. Keeping the eyes closed, relax that space between the eyebrows. Feel the posture, the spine nice and tall. So alternate nostril breath, or Nadi Shodhana, is a practice that's very good for balancing the hemispheres of the brain. The left nostril connects us with the moon energy, and the right, the fire or the solar energy. So Ida and Pingala, which are the 2 Nadi channels, are also said to represent Shiva and Shakti, the masculine and the feminine energies in the body. So these sort of intertwine up through the body. Okay, so that's that practice, as I said, very good for bringing and aligning back to the center. Now, if you're feeling like when you tune into your body, and if you feel rigid, if you feel stuck, if you feel a bit like just holding tightly in your body. Ocean breath is a really beautiful practice. But what we might do just before we come into our ocean breath is just a couple of earth sky breaths. And I think these are a nice reminder of the polarity as well. So when you do this, I want you to think of earth as the settling and grounding energy, and the sky as the upward. So the exhale breath and then the inhale breath. Dynamic and light moving upwards, exhale breath, earthing, grounding, settling. Okay, so we're just doing a nice gentle big circle through the arms as we breathe in and we feel our energy lift upwards towards the sky, nice long spine. And then exhale, hands down the middle, down that central column, exhaling the breath, and feel it all just settle back down again. So focusing on that, breathing in, nice long spine, fill that breath up high in the lungs, and then exhale. You want to exhale through the mouth here, remembering that so breathing in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And this is the further initiates the water element in the body. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. So let's invite a little bit more, another layer to that. As we breathe in, I want you to feel and ground yourself into your sit bones. So just connect to that heaviness and that weight. So we're working with the polar opposite. The breath is lifting us upward, okay, taking us higher while we stay firmly grounded. So feel those sit bones, feel that weight through the lower part of the body as you breathe in and reach to the sky, but keep connecting and grounding down. And then same as you bring those hands and the breath down, reach up through the crown of your head. Okay, so ground into the sit bones, breathing and take the arms and the breath up high. And then exhale, soften through the shoulders, release the breath, soften the breath, but reach up through the crown of the head. Let's just do one more of those. Breathing in, grounding through the sit bones. And then exhale, reach through the crown of the head. Exhale through the mouth. Good. Right. And then we can move into our ocean breath now. So you might want to take your feet, your knees a little wider. If you're sitting on a chair, you can just lean a bit more forward onto your knees and just have them, again, a little bit wider as well. So we're going to work with a beautiful kind of flowing, and so think of your cat and cows. So we do, our cat and our tuck, okay? So it's the same action with the spine, okay, but we're just doing a little bit of a forward fold with it. So use your hands on your thighs to stabilize and support you as you fold forward. I've known the odd person to actually fall forward onto their head. You just need to use your hands to support you, like actively push away. Okay, tuck the elbows in towards your waist. Think of your cobra or your upward dog. So, nice broad chest like a lion, okay? And we're lifting the chin a little bit. So for this first part, we're taking a breath in and we're sort of folding ourselves forward. And then when we get to our point where we don't want to fold anymore, start to tuck the chin in, exhaling, rounding into the back as we roll and unfurl ourselves back up, okay? Then breath in, lift the chin, folding forward, leading with the heart. And then exhale, tuck the tail under, contract through the belly, chin rolls in as we come all the way back up. Okay. Inhale. And then exhale, pushing away from the ground through your knees, maybe even squeezing the buttocks a little bit. Okay, breathing in. And then exhale, tuck the tail, contract through the belly, tummy's drawing back to the spine, rolling up, unfurling the spine. Breathing in. And exhale. Start with the tail. Really find that strength and support through the lower pelvis. Good. Couple more. Breathing in. And then exhale. So you can really do this practice. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Let's just do one more. Just finishing up. Just release. Let the breath take on a nice natural form. Keep the eyes closed. I like to turn my palms up to the sky to receive. And just notice how you feel in your body. Tuning into the element of water. Connecting with our own aliveness. Our own vitality. And using the element of water as this wise guide. And knowing that with simple practices like alternate nostril breath and ocean breath, we can bring and restore balance back into the body to find aliveness, to find vitality. Bring the hands to the heart, opening our hearts to gratitude for the wisdom in our bodies. And thanks. And then take hands up to your forehead. Now we have clarity in our perception. Hands out the throat. May we have truth in our expression. And hands at the heart. May we feel joy. Namaste.